Hi beauties, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel, and my name is Funky Diamond. In case you're here for the very first time and you don't know who this black pretty girl is, she is Funky Diamond. So welcome to my channel. Today's video, as the title says, see, today it's special because I've got a note today. As the title says, is having a simple and blessed wedding, a COVID experience, and how I met my lebu. Actually, I've had thousands of, not thousands, not to exaggerate, but I've got a couple of questions of, okay, how do you meet your husband? And also, how do you manage to pull up a wedding during COVID? If you guys don't know, I got married last year, and here we are today. So firstly, let me just move to COVID. Like, COVID alone is a broad topic. COVID is like a mixed feeling. It comes with a positive impact and also the negative impact, and it's just very broad, like, to talk about. But one thing I have gained, I've gained a lot. I didn't even get one thing. Let me say the COVID to me is a blessing, like all rounder. With my relationship, with my business, it's actually a blessing because during COVID was when I met my husband. During this COVID, I had time, even before I met my husband. When I met my husband, then I had time to pray about this same husband. Because when I met him, I had to pray, and it was during Ramadan, and it gave me a lot of time to observe my prayer, to wake up in the midnight to pray about what I wanted. So it gave me that time to sit down and talk to God. Initially, if not because during the Ramadan, that was when the COVID was very, very serious, and we had to stay indoor. So there's no party, there was nothing during those, I think it's like 4 or 3 months, like from March till like June or something like that. It was really, really serious in England that we had to stay indoor. Like, no one is outside except the essential workers that they need to just go out to work. But people like me were indoors, and I use the time of Ramadan because I don't have any excuse of, oh, I'm going for work, I don't have time to pray. I had time to talk to God. So it was a very, very good moment for me. I was very, very close to God, and I had the time to listen to, sermon online, from YouTube, even from Instagram. And there are some special prayers they did. It comes with a lot of blessing for me, to be sincere. During this same Ramadan was when I went to my friend's house, and they introduced where I met my husband. So I know during COVID period it was very, very tough for everyone. Like, it's really, really tough. But at the same time, it's a life changer for some of us, like me. It's a life changer for me. Like, the fact that I was able to pray about my husband, myself, and the result was positive, and I feel the result, everything was just a blessing for me. Then let's now move to our wedding, or how everything went. As I've said, I met my husband during Ramadan, and my husband is the kind of person that he he doesn't do anything called shape. So when we met, and after we prayed, we both prayed about ourselves. And when it's very, very, because even though if I pray and I'm seeing sign that the prayer is positive, I'm not going to be the one to go and me do. So he prayed then as well, and God revealed to him that I am the person for him. And then immediately, I don't know how he did it, but what I know is he invited me out, like his family, just to go to the beach. And I remember telling my mom that I was going to the beach because then they eased the lockdown, and it was June, but they eased the lockdown. And I told my mom, my mommy wasn't around, she was in Nigeria at that time. I was like, Mom, I'm going to the beach with a friend. Mom was like, you're going to the beach, this lockdown, this. I was like, okay, since you said that, she means because I'm being humble, like a good girl that I am. That's what I'm telling her. She's in Nigeria. She couldn't know where I go to if I did not tell her. But I had to, like, it's just culture. It's like I'm so used to telling her everywhere I'm going to. So I told her, and she was like, no. So my mind is like, I'll go to that beach and she won't know. Period. And I come back and say, Mommy, I went to the beach. But I was like, for me to just escape for a talk, I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to the beach, and that's it. So I went to the beach. My husband proposed to me. Prior to this moment, he has already spoken to my mom. My mom knows about this stuff. Maybe that's why she's not even bothering me again about you going to the beach or not. But Alhamdulillah, during the same lockdown, my husband proposed to me to see that every disappointment is a blessing. Like entering 2020, I didn't picture myself getting married in 2020. Though I was praying, like I was sincerely praying that I don't know how it's going to happen, but I really want to get married at most by 2021. But I don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe I can't explain how it's going to happen. But I shall know. I will just pray to God. I want to get married before I am 30. God, that was my prayer. I want to get married before I am 30. So that has been my prayer. So then lockdown, I got proposed to. Immediately, they get to fix date for our nikai, which was in Nigeria. We had our first nikai in Nigeria. And talking about wedding in general, I look kind of baby, like I look very outgoing, my outside, and I'm more of an introvert, but I still like to have my own phone when I want to. I've pictured my wedding to be like I've always wanted. I know it's going to be a very simple one, but there's something I'm always scared for, and it's the crowd. Like I'm always freaking out about the crowd that is going to be married. I always say, hey, if it's going to be in Nigeria, I don't think I can control the crowd because they always say, mama, like it's your parent that owns the wedding, not you. So in my head, my dad's family are very large, my mom's family are large. So I'm always thinking, I don't even know my husband if he's from a large family as well. Now, my large family plus so I'm always scared of the crowd. And I think I've told my mom before that seriously, I don't want something elaborate, something. I've pictured myself to have fun to the fullest. One thing that is most important to me is to look elegant and sophisticated. Like I just want to look on top of the world. I want to look my best. That I know that's my best. I have to look like I've always pictured that in my head. But the crowd, I'm always running away from crowd. So imagine my husband now saying that inside this COVID, no Lamatishi wedding. I was happy. I was all thinking, so where are we going to do the wedding? Are we going to Nigeria or we are going to do it in the UK? When I picture everything, I was like, Nigeria is a no-no. So we had our first nikah in Nigeria, in which my mom was in Nigeria. They did everything and engagement in Nigeria. Like my family is family, they met and everything. But we still need to do our own registry here. And also, I want another nikah. Like I want a nikah here as well. So we started planning. As that's when we're trying, that was like June. Immediately in June, my husband was like, oh, what did I want the wedding to be? And I was like, I really want it to be when my mom is back from Nigeria because my mom was still stuck in Nigeria. I just want my mommy to be back from Nigeria. I was like, December. My husband was like, no, because December 17 is my birthday. So I was like, maybe December 17. But I think my husband was like, it's too far. And that's okay, you know what? Let's do it in October. So because we have to plan. To my husband, if you tell him tomorrow, he was ready that time. But I was like, please, October is fine. So we started planning. First, we started looking for venue because there's still lockdown. But I think at that point, the rules and regulation was like we can still take like 30 guests or something. People are still like paddling small. So we are trying to look for all to use venue general to use for the wedding. We started like searching. I was the one searching and everything. Like just my husband, don't worry, leave it to me. Then my husband's sister as well, Katia, was helping me to search. Like everybody was just helping me to search. I remember her and my mom, we went out like hustling. I be add this to say hunting. We went out hunting for hall, if that's the right, but we're hunting for where to use, like a venue to use. Unfortunately, that day, everywhere we went, it was just no, they are not taking any booking for now because of lockdown. Um, and then I finally got a place. That place on norms, like on a normal day, I won't want to use that place. But because of the lockdown and the restriction, I don't have choice. But it's a very big one. I think I still have the picture of the hall. If it's there, I'm gonna put it here. Like I'm gonna put it in this video, but I still have a picture of the place. So it was a very, not like very big, but it was very okay for us. And then the venue manager accepted, the venue owner said we can bring 120 guests. Was it 120 or 100 guests? I can't remember. And I was actually okay with that 120 guests. Like, okay, maybe 70 from my side. Actually, I was saying 60, but later on I was like, you can actually have 70, then I can have 50. Well, actually, I was happy. The whole cost the whole cost the cost of the hall is like 3,000 plus pounds. Then we now have to think of the decor. At this point, when I was looking for the venue, I was very stressed. Like, I was just like, you know what? I don't think I can do this by myself. So I met a lady somewhere that she said she's an event planner, and I had to contact her that sorry, this is what is on ground. I'm trying to get married during COVID, and I need an event planner. Blah blah blah. I spoke to her, and I was like, maybe she's going to, because I don't even know how this event planner work and coordinating. But that same day, I went on the group. I think before then, I've created a group with my friends. Uh, saying for Afunki's wedding planning and everything. I don't even know what I shall created a group, and I think I'm not sure if I've spoken to the event planner before I create a group or something. I remember one of my friends saying I don't need an event planner, I only need an event coordinator, but I think it was too late at that time. But all my friends contributed so much in helping me to think, to plan, and to do everything. So after we got the hall, we started looking for caterer, and then we started looking for decorators. We asked a decorator to come up to check. I don't really know where I am in this discussion. I'm gonna try. My auntie came in while I was recording and she just left, and I had to jump back on the recording. So I don't know if I've jumped, I don't even know. But let me just continue my discussion. And one thing I'm just going to emphasize in this is that COVID happened, we made deposit of the hall, and then the rules changed. Now they only allow 15 guests at the reception. I don't even know how that will work. Even though we are shouting, we don't want crowd, but don't be like 15 people. Husband's family, I don't even know, like I can't actually think of it, because when they said 15 guests, like my head started turning. And then there were a lot of rules that we don't even know if wedding is going to be cancelled or something like that, because the rules were just getting very serious. So the rules were just getting very serious, and we don't know if there will be another lockdown as well. My mommy was panicking, and everything was just going how it is. I don't even understand. Initially, we were meant to have our wedding, I think, I can't remember if it's October 13 or 14. And then our what's it called? Nikah is supposed to be 31st of October. That was how we planned it. But before we know it, like before we could actually move on in planning, actually we've actually moved on in planning, because by then we've actually started planning our wedding dress, sourcing for the wedding dress, wedding clothes and everything. Before we know it, they just changed the rules that wedding reception has to just be 15 guests. At this point, I don't even know what to think of. Like, actually, like 15 guests, the hall we wanted to use, we're allowed to be 120 people. 15 guests, and it was, the law was actually very serious then, that we cannot even say no. They said 15 guests, then we are now taking 120. Me, I was actually scared. No, you know what, I don't want to violate the rules. Like, I just want to abide by the government rules that 15 guests. It's not possible for us to have that 15 guests. Why we're planning for that 120 guests, and because of the lockdown, the restriction and all, the planner advised us to get like an access card. And access card, if you're not with the access card, you won't be permitted into the hall. I regretted doing the access card. And so I know we record another video where I talk about some things I regretted doing. I don't have a lot, but I regretted spending money on the access card. Even though, COVID, where they reduce the stress I was meant to go through, because while I was talking to someone about the stress I went through during the COVID, they were telling me that if it's not COVID period, I might go through times five of the stress I went through during COVID. And I was like, so it helps to reduce stress, like having my wedding during COVID. Then one thing it helps is it helps us to reduce the amount of money we spent as well. I can't actually begin to say everything in my head, but actually COVID wedding is a blessing to me. It's actually a very big blessing to me. So our wedding is supposed to be like, we're supposed to have one in October, maybe 14th, I don't know then, and it's supposed to be on the 31st. Immediately they announced that um it's just 15 guests. First thing that came to my mind is I don't need 2 days for my what's it called, for the ceremony. Like, you can actually join everything together and we can have everything in one day. Registry doesn't take time, and we don't need a venue. We only go to the council reception, whatever registry they are doing, because they had their own hall or their own room they use for the registry. So the plan is just go for the registry. I think they only spend like an hour or something like that. After the registry, then we can just go to the reception and that's it. Like, that was what came to my mind. I know, instead of us to have it two different, let's just bring it to like everything to just come in one day. Let's go for the registry. After the registry, then let's go to the reception and Stephanie. So when I told my mommy this day, she was like, that's actually a good idea. But then there's something I now did that she doesn't like. So the registry is supposed to be on the 14th of, I can't remember. Then the car is supposed to be 31st of October. At this point, I was like, it's almost time. And the clothes we are going to be wearing for our Nikai, and not even yet the Nikai, like the engagement, we're supposed to wear a shoki for engagement. Even though we had in mind that we are not going to do engagement, but we want to have a photo shoot. We didn't do any engagements. We just want to have a photo shoot. So I've always loved to see myself in complete ashoke. So I had the mind of just having a photo shoot with the ashoke and everything. Uh so our ashoke, we haven't gotten our ashoke by then, and there are some things that they are not like, we're planning them for the 31st. So there's no way I can move everything to 14th, which is the registry period. So what I did is I just called the registry if they have availability for 30th, which is like Friday, because the Nikai is supposed to be 31st, which is on the Saturday. So when I called the registry, it was my husband that called them. You call them, you find out if they have availability, because it was really busy at the registry. That's We were lucky with our date because we told that most of the date had this year, so there was no date for 2020 again, like just 2021. And my husband was like, he just want 2020, like, he see the girl, he like her, he just want to marry her straight, no waste of time. So he said he wanted 2020. So we're lucky, and unfortunately when he even called them again to to change the date, he was so lucky. Like, this man is just so lucky. He was lucky again. He got the date for the 30th. And then I went to my mom that everything is now on the 30th. Mommy was so mad at me. Oh my god. She was like, instead of you to move it forward, to do it before there is any another lockdown. to do it before there's any lockdown. You are moving it back, but I don't even know our fate with this lockdown. And me, I was like, worst come to worst, they will just reduce the number, and I'll just do registry and forget about the other ones. Like, who bother me like that. But my mom was just so worried, and she wasn't happy with the decision that I changed. I moved the date from Waju to Enyenye. But thank God, everything was sorted. So we have to change venue, right? I don't even know what venue. Like, I was just thinking that. I was even thinking maybe you're going to use that all we got. But sincerely, I said the hall is a hall of like 400 guests, and you want us to just bring 120 guests. Now imagine me taking 20 or 30 guests into the, what's it called, into the hall of 400 guests. One thing is, I want to waste money on decor, money on the hall. The hall himself is very expensive. The decoration is very expensive. When the decorator came and we asked to give us like estimated value of how much it's going to cost, this lady was like, it's going to cost us 3,000 or 4,000. It was a big money. And this is why I said COVID wedding, like from my own experience, it saved me a lot of money. I would have wasted, to me, it could be wasted because the decoration just for a day. Now spending 3,000 plus or 4,000 on decorations, like, I can't actually imagine. See, it's not about how much we spend, it's about what comes out of the wedding. I don't know how to explain. I've always particular about the fun, like how I can manage my day, have fun to the fullest, have the simplicity wedding I wanted. But I've never imagined myself spending thousands for a wedding. Even before I met my husband, like I only just consider that I don't want to spend too much that is more than me. Even if I have people that will sponsor me, I prefer to use the money to get some other stuff that would be so useful for us than me spending it on the ceremony. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. So when the decorators told us the price, I was like, okay. And then they now called the numbers of the guests to 50. Me, I was happy that this one, because after we're going to pay for the hall, we're going to pay for the decorator, we're going to pay for the caterers. We are going to pay for the caterers. Then after the wedding, we have to pay for the cleaner that's going to clean the whole place. And then what again? We shall have to be paying and be paying and be paying low. One day I went for a job. I was doing the what's it called, the guest makeup, and I actually met my friend Alima as well. Had the same party. She did the celebrant makeup, and when we got to the venue, then I got to see that the person used like a restaurant, but the restaurant has like two floor. So the bottom floor, that's where the ground floor, that's where they use for the birthday party. And I think the restaurant she allowed 30 guests. The decoration, the whatever setup was actually beautiful. So I was just like, Halima, I can actually have my wedding in the restaurant as well. Like, I don't know if it was Halima that brought the suggestion or it was me. I just said that, and immediately I went to the restaurant, and I think one of my auntie too was like, okay, Funke, you can actually use restaurant. That's after we also discovered. Then we went to the restaurant and make inquiry that we gave them the date we wanted. But at this time, we've already changed our date to 30th. So when we gave them the 30th, they were fully booked. No availability for 30th. So now I started like, hey, so what next? But at this point, we've made our mind that we are using a restaurant. So my auntie found another restaurant. It's a new restaurant. It's really, when we went to see the place, I was like, this is fine. Kimowaka, it's really, really nice. So I actually like the restaurant. And when we got there, they're like, okay, the way the charge is per head, how much is it? When they told me when they told me the price, and I was like, how many guests can you allow? She said 50, but she's still going to allow 60. I was like, that's not bad. 50 is even fine by me. So I was actually happy. Then I said to her, do you do decor? Because I don't want to stress myself, sincerely speaking. So what they say, we are using a venue like the restaurant, and they're charging per head. So that means the per head has covered the food and the space. Then now I said, what of the decor? Thank God the owner of the restaurant, like their couples, the wife is an event planner, so she decorates as well. She she's also an event planner, and she do decorations and everything. She showed me her decorations for the previous work she has done, and I was like, auntie, please, how much will that cost? Because I was like, thank God, everything is just in one place. I don't have to stress myself again. Then she just told us the price as well. Then what else again? Then we now talk about drink. They said they're going to provide drink, like just this normal juice and water. Normally we don't want alcohol, so we're so happy that no alcohol. But the place is a restaurant, so it was like if they want to buy any liquid, they can come on and pay for themselves and buy. That's what we said to them. We don't want any alcohol. But then before them, my auntie has already bought us crates of drink. So I just told her that can we bring our drink and all alcoholic wine that we've got in the house already, and she was like, okay, we can bring some of them, blah blah blah. I was so happy. It was a blessing. It was a blessing. The amount of money we spend on the per head and everything is actually like the money requested for the hall alone, without the food and without the decor. Such a blessing. I was very, very happy. The fact that we didn't spend that kind of money was a it's I don't know, it's something to me. I was happy because my wedding was beautiful. Why? My wedding was beautiful. It was lovely. It was engaging. Like I could, I could feel the spirit. I could connect with my husband. I could relate. I could connect with my husband, and it was very joyful. The atmosphere was beautiful. Like it's just like the way I've always wanted it. It was beautiful, and the most amazing part was even when my husband was reciting the Holy Quran for me, and like I just felt so blessed because I don't know, if you'd have done it in a bigger hall, we wouldn't have gotten so much closure and so much what was it called, attention. I would have paid more attention, I don't even know, to the people and all. But because it was a very small gathering, I feel connected with everyone, and the people that were there, they're actually people that they are like ATM, or I used to say they are very, very close to us, like our family, and then my friends. So it means so much to me. It means so much to me. And if I haven't said this to my friends, I know I've called you guys, and thank you guys, and even my aunties, my uncles, my mom's friends that were present at our wedding, because some of them the truth is we're meant to bring 60 people, but I've got like 10 extra cards that I did not deliver. We are meant to bring 60 people, but yet I think we're only 50 at the hall because I wasn't able to give like 10 people their cards. I don't even know how that happened. Serious, I can't explain. But I know I've got like 10 guests, and those 10 guests too, they're very important to me. Like my mentor, Mrs. Vioho, I was really, really unhappy when at so my wedding day I remember that, oh my god, I didn't invite Vioho. Ha! Like I wanted to cry because that woman was always there for me. But Alhamdulillah, seriously, my wedding was beautiful. It was all I wanted. I was so happy. I loved the atmosphere. I want to say I love the atmosphere. Seriously, that day I made sure that so till you could say anything that will stop my joy, because when something good is happening, there are some bad that no bad. Let's back with that. I just shall make sure that it's my day and nobody will steal my joy. And by God's will, no one stole my joy. I was happy to the fullest. So let's run the discussion because I know I've talked so much. But my wedding was a blessing. It was actually fantastic. I'm trying to check if I haven't missed anything. So like my wedding was the best. is how I wanted it. Like the spiritual blessing on that day, like I could feel God present on that day. I was looking all stunning. My husband was looking hot. Oh my God, I can't actually. When I saw your me, I wanted to cry. I was like, man, you no be me, we cry. But I was so happy. We both looked so gorgeous, and the event as well, we didn't spend so much. It wasn't that stressful. It was a blessing because COVID in general, even though it's tough, life is tough out there, but my wedding ceremony was a blessing. COVID was a blessing. Everything that happened on that day, I enjoyed it. The process, the planning, and after, guess what happened? I think this video is long enough, so I'm gonna be just telling what happened. The second day we traveled for our honeymoon, even in COVID, we still had fun. We traveled. We went to Turkey. Like we went to Turkey for our honeymoon. So in my next video, I'm gonna gist you how we decided to go to Turkey, and the fun what happened in Turkey and everything, because this video is already too long, and I actually don't like when videos are too long, because even me myself, when I'm trying to watch a video and it's like 20 minutes, I remember a minute. But yeah, I hope you guys will watch it to this point. Please watch, support your girl. But that's it all about my wedding. Like, it was a simple and blessed ceremony, and it was during COVID. So let me say something just to round up for this conversation. I know there are some people that have planned to get married even before COVID, that they picked maybe a date in 2020, and then COVID happened, and then they tend to now move it forward. They keep moving and keep moving. Serious, there's no need for you to keep moving everything. I just think it's a way of God. It's how God wants it. That's why I see my everything that happened to me 2020. I just said, this is God doing. Everything will come at its own perfect time. Everything is perfectly timed. Like God knows us before we know ourselves. So everything, our lives, whatever we're going to achieve, is planned already. Imagine me getting proposed to. No, not even getting proposed to. Meeting my husband in COVID, getting proposed to in COVID, got married in COVID, went for honeymoon in COVID. I had a lot of things in this COVID that I never pictured myself even finding a boyfriend or getting a boyfriend. But everything just happened. So just be faithful. When God throws something at you, just believe that's how God wants it. When everything was going the way it was, like when they're even changing rules, I was just like, this is what God wants, and I'm not going to change anything. I'm not saying because they said 15 people, then I'm going to cancel my wedding till next year. Could make any difference? Like, it's still going to be the same thing, and it's a blessing because what crowd? I don't want crowd, and then I don't want crowd, and the people that are present are actually the people I value, the people I wanted to be at my wedding, and I feel so blessed to have everyone that was there. Even the atmosphere on that day, everything was just magical. Like, I just feel so blessed and thankful. That's just about how I had my wedding during COVID, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because oh my, it's the talkative. At the talk, oh. I never know I did talk this much. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched to this period, like, no, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching this baby girl to this point. And if you have any video suggestion, you can please leave me a comment in the comment section below. How baby girl will be talking about it. This video is so long. I just pray you guys watch. But I'm very sure you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know how the video went, if I'm talking blah blah blah, or if I'm jumping from A to Z, but I've made a video and I think you guys enjoyed the video so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Remember, we can only get better. Bye.